Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome to another Dokkan battle video. Apologies. I keep always starting off with my microphone turned off and I hate it. So here we be, ladies and gentlemen. Golden Week is approaching steadfast. You know, it's always funny because, and Dokkan just loves to do this, where they don't have anything to provide us for like weeks and weeks. And we're just waiting. Oh my god, what is gonna happen? Then the next night, they throw in details about all the Golden Week celebration, and it's just a bunch of shenanigans that we had to cover. So yeah, it's always funny. It's always funny. So let's go ahead and talk about these two. I'm gonna talk a bit more in depth because there's a lot of like doubts for this guy. I know that everybody is in favor. Hit could be contender for top 3 best TURs, best Dokkan Fest TURs at the moment. So we'll get to that later on. But I do want to talk to you guys about the banners. You know, should you summon on these banners, right? Golden Week is sort of like not super notorious to be like super hype, right? We had the worldwide download celebration, and then we have the anniversary celebrations where most of these units are going to be returning here and there, right? So we'll talk about the banners, and we'll talk about what other units could be in the banner, right? So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you guys gonna summon for these guys? Let me know. So let's go ahead and kick it off with Blue Kaioken Goku and my thoughts regarding his kit, right? So he has a little bit of a wonky leader skill, which is kind of idiotic in a sense, because Hit has 3 leader skills. Why doesn't Goku get why doesn't Goku get 3 as well? Like, this could have been Reps of Universe 7, full power, or tournament. Well, it's tournament participants that's in here, but you could add another category in here that can help him out, right? Since he needs, well, he has Reps of Universe 7, tournament participants, and things like that. That could cover the whole spectrum of things. But, you know, adding another category in here instead of being full power, something even better maybe. Like maybe Earthbred, I don't know if he's on, yeah, Earthbred Fighters. So you can add Earthbred Fighters in here or something like that. But, you know, it is what it is, right? Then we go into his kit. This has been like the theme for the past few units that have come out, or like EC8 and things like that. So greatly raise the attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy while sacrificing 5% HP. A lot of people are saying, oh my god, why is this something that Kaioken always does? It's because it is. It's true to the series. Kaioken does an attack and it hurts him doing an attack. I can already see the people even creating a full team where you don't take damage from the enemy, you just damage yourself by just getting a lot of super attacks off, because some of the super attacks that you get off sacrifices HP. Now with this guy, yeah, that's a problem. Like, we're gonna start getting a lot of these things, and these issues are gonna be a lot more prevalent whenever you jump into an event with this guy. I've seen his a bit of a performance, you know, artificially because of the private servers and stuff, but he doesn't look that awful. I feel like he's a bit more fun to run on teams and things like that. But man, like, whenever you have an opportunity to do like 4 super attacks with this guy, because you're capable of getting to that position, you toss out like 4 super attacks, and this guy is just, you're gonna start the next turn with maybe like 20% HP. God forbid you had both leaders on the same turn. If they super attack 4 times, you're gonna be at like less 40% HP less than what you started off with. So it's kind of uncomfortable to having units like this in an environment that red zones are even starting to hit a lot harder, maybe on the 2nd or 3rd phase. So yeah. So now we shift over to his passive, you know. He gets guard, defense 170%, and tosses out the additional 3 super attacks for 3 turns, sorry. Not 3 supers. When there's when his intro is procced, and his intro is procced with having 2 or more tournament participants or another Repsol Universe 7 category ally on the team. Now, another Repsol Universe 7 category ally isn't bad. However, it kind of has to be more centered into Repsol Universe 7 because of the things that he has on his passive here. So when all allies attacking the same turn are Repsol Universe 7, kind of makes you wonder, you have to compose a team of Repsol Universe 7 rather than anybody else. You can use tournament participants, but most of the tournament participant characters are on Repsol Universe 7. So if we go ahead and check the category here, you have characters from Repsol Universe 7 here. Goku, Frieza plus Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta. I guess, well, I'm losing my train of thought. If we go over here, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, these two, UI Goku, this guy who's like can be a pretty useful unit in there. It's not bad, but you know, we're going into, and I'm gonna speak onto this in a different point, but we're going into a setup where most of these red zone bosses are just more annoying to deal with than anything else, right? So this guy is good. If you add somebody like UI Goku in there in the team, which of course I think he will lead some links with UI Goku. I actually don't know. It doesn't seem like it. But there is some opportunity there, here for you to be able to run this guy as well, and they're gonna benefit because this guy now has the opportunity to just give you your HP away, just revive, right? Once you get that revive, this is gonna activate, and that revival skill is gonna activate for these two. But it kind of takes the role away from UI Goku, because UI Goku's role, if in any case you didn't have this guy, you want to get revived with this guy, because his revive is a lot easier to obtain. But now that we have this guy, it could be useful to get this guy's revive skill abilities active. But there's the problem that I'm going to get into next. So whenever we see this, you know, we have this opportunity now, like 50% chance to crit, 50% chance to dodge. And that is before actually going to our standby. So once we go into our standby here, we can collect all the key spheres that are in the field. And by doing so, we have this. Get 10% attack and 10% chance of performing a critical hit, plus 10%. And 10% chance of evading enemies attack plus 10% plus 10% chance of evading enemies attack within the turn before attacking. So if you collect, you put them on slot 1, you collect all the key spheres. If you see all the attacks being on slot 1 or just before he attacks, he has that chance of dodging. But again, now whenever we're going into these fights where everything is just being a little bit more like restrictive, they're gonna take away chances of dodging on particular faces, and it's just not gonna be helpful for you because you're gonna outright die with this character. He has no defenses here, and then you have this massive counter that whenever he gets KO'd, it says whenever against the enemy who KO'd the character or an ally attacking the same turn. So if anybody on the team gets KO'd when this guy is available, you have the opportunity to do this, a revival counter attack. And then you shift back over to here, which again, it'll help him out because he gets this, all of this. But again, tossing the extra super, guard, the extra defense, the chances of dodging and the chances of performing a critical hit, it'll all get into this like high risk, high reward scenario where this unit in particular is just not gonna, he's gonna help you do a lot of damage, but defensively, I'm not seeing some proper viability. You have a lot of dodges in here, and I feel like every other unit that has been getting out or been getting released has been built on dodge. which is not bad, but we have these dodge canceling enemies that kind of neutralize the point, unless you're running Tech UI Goku in here, which, by the way, you know, a lot of people are saying that Tech UI Goku, you know, he's a fish and things like that. Tech UI Goku's not great, you know, because he only has, like, what, 70% chance to dodge? And if you fail that 70% chance to dodge, this guy can get destroyed. I understand that. But in order for you to be, like, useful with the dodge mechanics, you can use this guy's domain once he transforms and take away the dodge capability. Where's the domain? Actually, don't know if it's here. But you remove the nullifying dodge or nullifying guarantee to hit effects for you to be able to just dodge to your leisure, right? So unless you have that on the team, you're not looking good, right? And then of course we go into the team's perspective. Reps at Universe 7, I'm sorry. I put a line over here to like how good these units are, and I have to exclude some units in here. Piccolo sucks. This guy, again, he's helpful with dodges, but he's not going to be too helpful with an event that cancels dodge. This guy, you know my feelings about this guy. The freeze-off portion of this unit sucks, so you have to depend more on Goku, and you don't get Goku until the 4th turn. So this Piccolo is also a high risk, high reward kind of unit, because you either dodge with him multiple times or float him off, so he doesn't get touched for like 5 turns, and then he gets his full passive active, or you just, you know, get destroyed, because that's what Dokkan does. We also get this beautiful boy who links really well with the new unit. So once we get him in the game, which I believe he comes out on the 1st of May, he also is going to be looking good, but again, high risk, high reward. Another unit that sacrifices HP, so you will have now 3 units, this guy and 2 of the blue Kaioken Gokus, you know, the leader and the friend, sacrificing HP for you. He is another unit that tosses an additional super attack. These guys can do 3, perhaps 4 super attacks. So if we counted 40% HP between him and the leader, between him and the friend, and we use this guy, that's 10 extra percent HP, depending on how many additionals you have. Maybe that could be another 15. Like, this is gonna activate, but you're gonna be at a big risk of you just getting exploded by some of the bosses here. So yeah, that's my little problem with Kaioken Goku. He could be good, but yeah. Then of course Hit, I believe everybody's in the consensus that he is very, very good. I don't have to explain it too much. This guy is phenomenal. He has his intro, he has the chances of dodging and everything. Kind of reminds me of Daima Goku in a way, with his chances of dodging at the beginning of the turn for at least 1 turn for Daima Goku, but this guy's for 6 turns. Has the 50% chance to dodge, which again increases with the 20% for 6 turns. And then of course he has to do at least 6 or more attacks in battle, or dodge 3 or more attacks from the enemy in order for him to do the active skill improvement, and which shifts him into this, which will greatly, again, improve, no pun intended, Hit. So he will do pretty substantial amount of damage, and of course he is a stacking unit, which for those people who enjoy the Festival of Battles, they will get a humongous boner for that. Oh my god, they are gonna be excited. But our boy Hit, prior to improvement, kind of relies on having characters from Universe 6 on the team. So you either had to rely on having a good tournament participants team, or putting him under a tournament participants team setup with Cell, which surprisingly enough, I don't think it's shown in here, but he sort of links decently well with Cell in a way. But he can be ran on Cell's team, so you won't have a problem too much with having this active. So I'm assuming, actually I don't know, does he get anything by having a Universe 6? Yeah. All allies attacking the same turn are Universe 6 category characters. You're getting that Universe 6 treatment there. He foresees enemies' super attack. So There's not many horrible Universe 6 characters right now. You know, Kefla can be decent, like I mentioned in the video, but again, with the dodge nullification on these fights, this can be pretty hard. This can be a pretty hard unit to run on teams. Maget is one of the worst units on Dokkan history. I really don't understand why they designed them the way that they did. If you're running maybe like a Universe Survival Saga, but again, just events that don't let you dodge, these units are dead. Same with Vados. Vados is a pretty good support unit, but again, dodge is very important to have. They're gonna ECA Kaioken Goku. They're going to ECA her. This unit can be featured on the banner, which is what the subject of the video was supposed to be. But we'll get into that in just a few moments. But KO, she's not great. Unless there's like I am very scared that they're gonna do this, but I feel like they are, because Universe 6 is just not a great category right now. They're going to make Aloy Killing Caulifla. Or just, no, not an Aloy Killing Caulifla. They're gonna make an Aloy Kefla. And it's gonna be a Carnival LR with a reversible exchange. Killing Caulifla into Kefla. I kind of want her to be a Dokkan Fest LR, but I don't feel like they're gonna do that. And the best spot that they can do this is here, with Hit being released. So I'm hopeful that whatever they do, they just throw in this beautiful LR Caulifla plus KO that has a reversible exchange into Kefla. That's all I want. If they're going to do an LR Kefla. If not, then, you know, give me LR Kabe. Anything. Anything other than Kefla. Maybe LR Caulifla that fuses into Kefla. Or, again, just a reversible exchange just feels like the perfect opportunity this spot around. So, but yeah, the banners. Actually, no, this is tournament participants. So, the banners, they come out at midnight on the 28th, and basically in like, 1 day and 18 hours and 35 minutes from now, from the recording of this video. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. Maybe 1 day and 18 hours from the upload of this video. I think I can upload this by like 6 o'clock. But yeah, we have the banners available. We have the primary images. We got the assets basically for the banners. Now, it's not complete. We're missing a few characters. But it's something to... I will let you guys know about a little something here. So if we check the banner history, let me actually go a bit backwards. That's way back. Why is it? Okay. Oh, this is the recommended. Okay, I see it. So let me just take an example of a banner. This is the Golden Week banner from 2024. You see who is here? That's LR Ultimate Gohan. In here, there's no LRs. But Golden Week has been notorious to do this every single time. I don't think they're going to change this. There is going to be an LR feature on this banner. I don't know which LR is going to be, but there's going to be an LR in here. It's going to be a Dokkan Fest LR, so I'm thinking maybe... I mean, it's been a while since we had, like, proper Dokkan Fest LRs be featured in here. Maybe Dokkan Fest LR Super Saiyans. The Super Saiyans are going to be here, maybe. And then LR Cooler. But that would take away from them to get their ECAs, so they would be featured on a different banner, maybe. If not, then we're getting Vegito and Samasu again featured on these banners. That's my prerogative. Maybe. If not, we get the 2024 Worldwide Download Celebration units featured in here. Broly and the Super Saiyan Trio be featured back in this banner. But again, it's like units from like 2022, was it? Yeah. So it's a little bit old. So if we go 2 years back to 2023, like there hasn't been like any LRs that come out during New Year's of 2023. It's just like Dokkan Fest. So if they do keep the same format of just having Dokkan Fest in here, then maybe just we're gonna have like a normal 7 featured banner. Again, this is not going to be a pity banner for either of these because it's just it's a big celebration. There's no takeaway from like including pity on this. So there's not going to be any 10 featured characters. There's going to be a little bit less, maybe 7 characters, since if we're taking this into account, is only going to be 7. So if we take this image right here, we're going to see Blue Kaioken Goku in here, the side banner Piccolo. Then we see Boo featured in here. Glorio. There's going to be an LR. I don't know which LR it's going to be. Again, it's either the Super Saiyans from the Metal Cooler movie and Cooler on both banners, respectively, or Vegito Blue and Zamasu, or the Super Saiyan Trio and Broly. Either or. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Then we're getting another Dokkan Fest in here. Since I'm thinking it's Blue Kaioken Goku's banner, I'm assuming, of course, this is a separate spot. So let's say over here, we're gonna have Blue Kaioken Goku, which I was about to get that into that point. This guy could be Angel Final Form Frieza, if they want to make it Reps or Universe 7 themed or anything like that. It could be them. It could be the Tournament of Power androids. Could be featured in there. So that's a possibility. We'll see. And then, of course, for our boy Hito, we're getting Hit. We're getting the side banner Megeta. Then we're getting Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. We're getting Daima Goku. We're getting an LR in here. And it might just be Gohan and Piccolo again. They might just do that. Then maybe Dokkan Fest Kale comes back because it's going to be Universe 6 team. And then, of course, we get Kale and Caulifla, which are going to get their ECAs. And again, it's going to be a help for the team. And it's going to help out the eventual release of Caulifla plus Kale that goes into a reversal exchange into Kefla, right? So that's how the banners look like. Would I recommend summoning on these banners? I want to say no, and here's my prerogative. Not saying because, like, it has been constantly the times where I keep telling you guys, don't summon on this, don't summon on this, don't summon on this. I feel like the banners that I can tell you genuinely where to summon on are the Worldwide Download Celebration banners and the Anniversary banners. Those are the ones that I will legitimately just say, yes, summon for it. This banner, in particular, it's a 7 featured banner unit. It's a 7 featured unit banner. It'll have tickets. There's gonna be some tickets that are gonna be given out for free if you beat some of the events that can allow you to summon on these banners. And these units are gonna come back during the Worldwide Download Celebration, which is in less than 5 months. So, if you would rather wait for that, I'd say just wait for that moment. Actually, it's in 4 months. Worldwide Download Celebration is in 4 months, yeah. Because it's at the end of August. So I would say wait for the Worldwide Download Celebration because these guys are going to be back. And the only benefit from like summoning on this is if you summon on Hit. Because I legitimately think Hit can get you through some of the most toughest content in the game in comparison to Blue Kaioken Goku. As much as I think that this unit is a ton of fun, is very cool, he will link up perfectly with this guy because they have different names. The teams, they're gonna jeopardize your runs most of the time because of the super attacks and the HP sacrifice, the some of the options that you have for Reps of Universe 7 are not super crazy and things like that. So that's my recommendation. Do not summon on like Blue Kaioken Goku's banner. Maybe summoning on Hit's banner could be a little bit more beneficial. You have Daima Goku in here. Daima Goku, I love this unit. He's still pretty good. Again, the dodge fighting, like the dodge canceling fights can be a problem. But having units like this guy, he can be able to help you out. Gloria, of course, he's here. So it kind of tempts you to summon on this banner. But Gloria is also pretty good. But my thought process is you're gonna get a lot more value by summoning on the worldwide download celebration, because you not only get the opportunity to get the most impactful units on fall 2025, but you also get these guys featured on the banner. So if in any case you summon for whatever unit comes out, maybe Dokkan Fest, LR, Transforming Cooler, and this guy's gonna be featured on the banner. You pull him and the LR, boom, you get a massive W. So yeah, that's my prerogative. Like, this guy is a very, again, high risk, high reward kind of unit. You can be able to get some really good numbers out of him, but he's gonna be sacrificing HP with all the super attacks that he does. Hit is gonna be an amazing stacking character. I feel like this guy gets a lot more priority for you to summon on than Goku, but there's the differences. Goku is in a lot more teams. Hit is not on a lot of teams, and he's gonna be a little bit more dependent on having like Universe 6/tournament participant characters than Goku. Because Goku, you can be able to, like, Reps of Universe 7 got buffed so many times in the previous years, it can be very helpful. But on the nature, on the fights that we have, it's not helpful. So that's my thought process. Again, we're gonna get tickets, so you can be able to buy tickets and get them. And again, we have some steps that we're possibly gonna be getting at the beginning. Like, the first 3 multis are gonna be discounted, so you guys can be able to have an advantage on that. And it has the 3+1, which it will be pretty helpful. So at least for me, I would say don't summon on Goku's banner. Maybe summon on Hits, because Hit is just a better unit overall than Blue Kaioken Goku. But again, summon at your discretion. That's all the advice that I can give you. If you really love Kaioken Goku because you love him, you love the battle motion, you love the character, you love this fight, then I cannot stop you. Again, if it's something that you really, really love and enjoy, please go for it. Please summon to your heart's content. Enjoy the game. But if this is advice for, like, whenever you're going to attend these fights, because Blue Kaioken Goku, I don't feel like he's going to be good at 55%. So that's my thought process. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys are summoning. There are going to be tickets available, so you guys can be able to use the tickets that are being sold on the shop, or the tickets that you can get by being in this new seriously serious event that we are going to get soon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know, who are you going to summon for? Who are you most hyped for? And if you're ready, how many stones do you have? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to summon immediately as the banner comes out because I'm at a business trip. They always do this to me, man. They plan me to go on business trips the day of the banner's releases. So it kind of sucks. It's been 3 times that they've done this. It sucks. Anyways, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next one.